Dear Rob, it's great to see you.
Well, it's nice to be here. Thank you.
Wonderful. The stage is yours, Rob.
Okay. Well, why don't we just time is precious, so why don't we just dive right into the presentation? So you can, oh, sure. Sure. Okay, great. All right, well, welcome everyone. Nice to see everyone virtually. Nothing better than being in Berlin itself, but this is a great alternative, so it's great to be here. And honestly, there's a lot to cover in this, so I'll just dive right in. I want to just show as much as I can in the window that we have. So I wanted to start off, some of you know GLP Films. We've been around about 14 years. We're a content marketing agency specializing in sustainable tourism. And I like to start off just with our mission of directing mission-driven brands toward their sustainability goals in protecting nature, culture, and their livelihoods through the lens of storytelling and content marketing. So just to give you a real sense of our perspective on the tourism industry and really that concerted focus on sustainability. So so many of you know, just over the last several years, especially well pre-COVID, we saw a lot of examples of just tourism getting too much, and that was really framed as over-tourism. Destinations at that point, really, I remember specifically in 2018, 2019, that it was all about marketing, and get as many heads in beds. Destinations were really touting. They had reached certain milestones of number of visitors. And that was really the focus. The focus was marketing. And to be honest, a lot of these destinations did a really good job. Great marketing. The problem is too many travelers and too many tourists were coming to these destinations. And that really resulted in over-tourism, as many of us know and have experienced personally. It's not just the big destinations that are experiencing it. It's almost all destinations. So the pandemic, without going into it too much, but it had really was an opportunity to restart tourism, to look at tourism differently. We saw very quickly the importance of community, the importance of family, the importance of nature and the outdoors. All of these are wonderful shifts looking ahead on the future of tourism, and how it can be built better, and looking at sustainability and regenerative tourism. So why sustainability? Again, for time purposes, I'll just go through these statistics just to give you a quick snapshot. But it's important to look at the data. 83% of global travelers think sustainable travel is vital. And that really, again, is a result of COVID-19 and the pandemic, how it really has transformed people's perspective. 76% want to ensure the economic impact of the industry is spread equally in all levels of society. That's a wonderful change in perception. People are really seeing the impact and opportunity with tourism, not just in urban areas, but also rural communities too. And then lastly, this is my favorite one. 69% of travelers are willing to avoid popular destinations to prevent overcrowding and to disperse travel. My wife and I did that during the pandemic. We went to Ireland in November. It was cold, it was wet, it was not crowded though. We had the whole place to ourselves. It was a really different approach versus going during the peak season. So again, this has been a big shift with destinations and marketing. So this shift to destination management, I think the most important takeaway here is just you really have to, destinations and even brands too, this can relate to brands, really seeing the importance of sustainability and making sure sustainability is part of your mantra and your approach to business, that it's part of your foundation. But looking at destinations, it's really trying to reassess what are those variables. It's not heads and beds anymore. What are the metrics? What are your measure of success that you're going to use and to benchmark things moving forward? And so some of the points here, just looking down, the lifestyle, the health and well-being of the local community, so important now. And that's really been a major shift for all of us. Tourism is a wonderful economy, but it has an impact on local community. So how can we make that impact positive for them and everyone else? And you see some other points here. connecting with the UN SDGs, regenerative tourism, protecting nature, culture, etc. So really changing the dialogue and looking at different measures of success. So you can have great message and objectives behind it, but how do you get that content out? This is a whole conversation in itself, but in summary, storytelling is one of the most effective ways of content marketing these days. Content marketing is your website, social media, podcasts, etc. But nothing is more engaging than a great story. We all have those childhood and even personal memories, how we remember stories. They're engaging, they're authentic, they're real. And that's really the power of storytelling. You hear about it a lot now. And really with social media and being such a key marketing channel, what's the content that stands out is storytelling. Are those stories that are engaging, they're inspiring, they're personal. And it really ultimately, from the traveler standpoint, it makes people say, hey, I want to go there. I want to check that out. So just remember storytelling and stories. So what kind of stories should you be telling? Well, again, in summary, just the points that I mentioned earlier, and I'll throw these points up here. What's unique and special about your destination? Looking at this shift after COVID-19, protecting the nature, the culture, the environment. People want to make a difference. They want to have an impact in travel. It's not just the travel of old. People have a different perspective now after the pandemic in supporting local communities. And keep in mind, all the industries listed here below, they all have a connection to sustainability. Sustainability is not a vertical. It's it crosses all sectors of tourism. And you can see here, nature, the outdoors, culture, adventure, food, etc. So I'm going to show 2 quick videos here today, just to give you a taste and an idea of the importance of sustainability, the importance of storytelling. You can see this film or story here. This is just a quick trailer. It aligns up with a number of the UN SDG goals. So let's first see this first example and story here now.
เพราะว่ามันเป็นเหมือนกับซุปเปอร์มาร์เก็ตของชาวบ้านพวกกุ้งหอยปูปลาคือสามารถเจอในป่าชายเลนได้ทั้งหมดเลยเปรียบเสมือนลักษณะของตัวสะพานตัวคำว่าเชื่อมโยงระบบนิเวศก็สำคัญคือการอนุรักษ์ไม่ใช่ว่าไม่ให้ใช้ประโยชน์เลยแต่คือให้ใช้ยังไงให้ยั่งยืนเพื่อจะได้ใช้ถึงรุ่นลูกรุ่นหลานต่อไปในอนาคตคนที่มาเที่ยวอยากได้ไปเจอไปเห็นเหมือนกับที่เราเห็นคืออยากจะให้สัมผัสธรรมชาติที่ยังดิบอยู่ไม่ได้มีการปรุงแต่งอะไรมากมายจะได้สัมผัสธรรมชาติจริงๆครับ
So you've got great content, you've got some story ideas. Ultimately, though, in order to get your message out, your service out, the work you do, getting that out through good marketing is so key. So making sure you have the infrastructure in place, the staff, the team, the strategy, the plan. Especially now post-COVID, you must involve the local community and your supply chain and your stakeholders. Make them part of the process. Develop a really robust content strategy based on your new destination plan. And then lastly, try to identify those marketing channels that are really going to be most effective and most rewarding. Marketing has changed. You're not going after smart destinations, and brands are not going after all tourists. They're going after the right tourists, targeted marketing. So let's see, this is a brand new story and campaign we're just about to launch in this month, in March. And very excited about it. And it's really looking at destination management. It's really, again, we have a destination here in Sedona, Arizona. It's in the Southwest United States in the corner. It's a destination that has 10,000 people, and it gets over 4 million tourists a year. So it's a great example of a destination shifting. So enjoy this trailer and really seeing the future of tourism, looking at destination management. So let's see this story.
follow Sedona.
The moments that you share with people here, they're genuine.
There's no barrier.
It's kind of a place that amplifies your intentions.
I think that Sedona forms memories of the way that it's treated.
The power of Sedona to soothe that part of the brain that creates our distresses so we can live life as a soul.
When I've lived other places, when I've been out of town, I dream about Sedona, and I feel like I'm there, so I keep coming back.
Just to witness this beauty all around us, I feel like a little kid.
I really think the soul of Sedona is the integration between the arts and the natural beauty here.
There is a certain feeling that comes from this place, and that feeling, I believe, is derived from the land.
Long after all of the humans that live here pass, the Red Rocks will still be here.
We have a duty to share the magic with people. That was our calling from the beginning.
We've done nothing great here. This destination has existed. We are fortunate that we get to take part in it.
We really hope that all the people that live here and all the people that come here will treat this place with the respect and the reverence that it deserves.
Okay, so in summary, and I hope you enjoyed that new campaign coming out. Sustainability, it's vital. It has to be part of any organization, brand, destination in tourism these days. Refine your measure of success, change the variables. Tourism is different. It's not just heads and beds. Ultimately, storytelling, as you just saw with those few examples, it's a great platform, a great way to communicate with people. Include the community. They're vital. They're part of the heartbeat and the soul of any destination. And then lastly, develop a marketing strategy that really ties into your sustainability plan and initiatives. So I hope this was helpful. I know this was very quick summary of a lot of important topics, but please don't hesitate to reach out to our website and enjoy the free resources that we have to help destinations and brands. And thank you again. I hope you enjoyed today's presentation.